So hopefully you've printed out the form pad 1 through 8 and you cut along the dotted lines. So you should have 18 individual cards with names on it in addition to 7 cross-reference cards. Hopefully you've also put them in numerical order by the numbers that are on the top right here. So for example, this is card number 1. The next card is card number 2. So again, after you print and cut them out, put them in numerical order from 1 through 18. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you how you should be completing each one of these cards, numbers 1 through 9. And then for your homework assignment, you'll be expected to finish coding and indexing cards 10 through 18, also the cross-reference cards, and then filing them in your either recipe box or index card holder. Okay, you should also notice that each one of these rectangles with the names and addresses are 3.5 by 5 inches long. Okay, and they'll fit in a standard index card holder. Okay, so for each one of these cards, you'll only be coding either the personal name or the business name. Okay, we'll be using the addresses and phone numbers later on. And so I strongly suggest that you do this in pencil, just in case you find out that you've made a mistake. And so again, because this is a personal name, I'm simply going to underline the key unit, put a dash or slash between the first and last name. Okay, and then Richard is the second unit, so I'm simply putting a number 2. So that's all you need to do for card number 1. For card number 2, this is a business name, all about you. So we just need to index this as written. Okay, there's nothing more here. Same thing for card number 3. This is a personal name, so we're simply going to underline the last name as a key unit and put a number 2 for the person's first name. For card number 3, we have a hyphenated last name. So if you recall from rule number 3, we're going to prepare our cross-reference card as well. So Taylor Anderson is going to be our original key unit, and Jennifer is unit 2. So my cross-reference card that I have here on the right, okay, I'm going to, not type in, but write in Anderson, Jennifer, Taylor. Don't forget to include your C notation. This is going to be C, and that's going to refer you to the original, which is Taylor Anderson, no space between Taylor and Anderson. Okay, and then Jennifer. For number 5, we have SODA Inc. This is an acronym for Stop on a Dime Assets. So in this case, I will need to code SODA Inc. SODA is my key unit, Inc. is unit 2. My cross-reference is going to be for Stop on a Dime Assets. And my C notation is going to be SODA Inc. Okay, remember when we're figuring out our filing segments and coding, we do not include any punctuation such as the comma or the period. For card number 6, we have another hyphenated last name. So Rustin Underwood is our key unit. Amanda is unit 2. Also recall that if you have a hyphenated last name, we disregard the dash. So Rustin Underwood would be our actual key unit. Okay, same thing for the previous one where we had Jennifer Taylor Anderson. Our key unit would have been Taylor Anderson. Okay, so my cross-reference is going to be Underwood, Amanda, Rustin. Okay, and then my C notation is going to be C, Rustin, Underwood, Amanda. Okay, next we have J.R. Anderson. There are spaces between the periods and the R here and the Anderson, so that means each one of these is going to be a separate unit. This is a person's name, so Anderson is my key unit, J is unit 2, and R is unit 3. And next we have a business name, so this is going to be indexed as written. So RV is my key unit because there's no space between the R and the V. Park is unit 2, and is unit 3, and store is unit 4. Hey, recall that if you have a symbol, you're going to write it out. So our actual filing segment is going to be RV, Park, A&D, Store. Okay, so it's up to you whether or not you want to mark it up at the top here, or if you want to rewrite it down in the center of the card where it's easier to see. Okay, and then finally we have Ahmad Rostamian. This is going to be an unusual or foreign name, so we are going to create a cross-reference for this. So Rostamian is going to be the last name or our key unit. Ahmad is our unit 2. My cross-reference is then going to be Ahmad Rostamian. Okay, with Ahmad as my key unit, Rostamian as unit 2. And so I would see Rostamian Ahmad. Okay, so for the first cross-reference, just for good practice, I am going to underline my key unit and separate my units as well. And this is going to help you as you work on filing them. Okay. One more thing to note, when you're creating your cross-references, notice that each one of these cards has a number. So Richard Anderson is card number 1, All About You is card number 2, Lansu Day is card number 3. When you have a cross-reference, you're also going to label these cards. And so because we are cross-referencing card number 4, on the top right, you're going to write the original card number and then an X. So the cross-reference for Jennifer Taylor Anderson is going to be 4X. The next one for Stop on a Dime Assets, because the original one was card number was 5, I'm labeling that as 5X. Okay, this is going to be 6X. And this one is going to be 9X. Okay, and that's how you need to label it.